are speaking. We got I can't pronounce his name. I hope someone else is able to. Versus Tweety. And runners are getting their timer going, so I'm going to pass it over to our commentators today, which is going to be Lyric and Joshy.
Hello, hello. Yeah, so we have Tweety and Magnusly versus each other in Group Jalhalla Winners Bracket Finals. Looks like we're about to be heading off soon.
Hoping for a very exciting race today.
Oh yeah, especially after last night's.
Yeah, that was wild.
Hopefully a good race between these two. Both of them have been tearing it up in the bracket so far, so...
Yeah, they've been making some really good progress, so it would be nice to see it now.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, this is Miniblins, which is our, similar to Rumlets and Skyward Sword, this is our more beginner-friendly tournament where we have I think we have 5 groups of 8 based on your skill level, and yeah, it's fewer checks to worry about and overall faster settings.
Yeah, I like these settings. Like they are really well set up to make it interesting while also not being too difficult and requiring too many difficult tricks to learn, but it can still help you learn some that will help you get better for harder settings. So it's very well set up.
Yeah, definitely. So we do have 2 dungeons. We have Tower of the Gods and Earth Temple this seed. Important to note, though, Tower of the Gods is foolish this seed, so that takes out about 16 checks, which is very nice for our runners.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a lot of easy checks cut out.
Yeah, and it looks like both runners here are going for a super swim, so if you are photosensitive in any way, please just look away from the screen for a little bit. We'll let you know when both these super swims finish. Yeah, so this super swim here in Mother and Child has become more of the standard recently. Being able to get to Western fairly early on just gets rid of a pretty out-of-the-way check in the late game. Ooh, a little low on speed here, Tweety barely makes it. See if Magnusly can do the same. Magnusly getting good speed on there. And does make it. Alright. Super swims are done. You can now look back at the screen. And nothing on Western Berry. Although the rupees are nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of eating them personally, and I'm sure Jade is as well.
Which one tastes the best?
For me personally, probably the purple ones. They taste like grapes, but I do kind of like orange ones too.
That's absolutely fair. Yeah, another upside to doing this Western swim early is that you can get the salvage core here. It just makes it easier to run in. And it's the skull hammer, which is pretty nice.
Cool. Honestly, I always forget that Salvage Corp is anywhere and isn't like just at corporate for some reason.
Yeah.
Just because it's that convenient.
Yeah. I also don't know what we stored in Mother and Child.
That's a good point.
Oh, it looks like Mirror Shield. Looking at our trackers. By the way, shoutouts to Cube David and Jade Miniboo. It's the Mirror Shield. Both of them got that, which is good for Earth Temple.
Yeah, very nice. Ooh, nice cheese.
Yup, always need some good cheese. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Magnusly opted not to get Salvage Core at Western.
True. I wonder why.
Probably
That's
just gonna route it in at Print. So
honestly
there's
makes
a lot of
sense.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, both runners pretty much holding hands so far. Windfall and Northern Fairy are all Sphere 0 checks, so there's no reason to really put it off. So will you just have some holding hands for a bit, and then hopefully we'll see some diversions. More cheese.
Okay. Tingle definitely made up for the first reward with that cheese, at least. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we do have a path hint towards Tower of the Gods here at Windfall, so hopefully it's not that cheese, but it could very well be. Tower of the Gods itself was dead, not the quadrant, so Hyrule Castle could still be a check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's our
Ooh,
Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, we do need that. Of course, it gives a mail check as well, so we'll see if that's something useful as well.
Yep. Tachi being Baron doesn't necessarily mean Master Chamber has to be spiky. It just means that it can be. Alright, yeah, so both runners heading over to Northern Fairy. Both gonna probably pick up the mail here as well. Let's see what Northern Fairy gives us. Grappling hook.
Oh, nice.
That is nice to have.
I was thinking that if it had turned out to be something not needed, then they'd probably have just reset back to Windfall, possibly. I can't remember if they saved, though.
Yeah, I think they both did save Warp out of the House of Wealth, so they probably would do that, but since it was Grappling Hook, neither runner wants to give that away, so...
Yeah, unless they're crazy, but yeah, I definitely think we should keep it.
Probably, yeah. I would assume so. I would like to keep it personally, but hey, maybe these runners are better than me, I don't know. Here we go. Like I said, after Windfall, a little bit of divergence. Magnusly heading over to Outset, and Tweety's heading over to the right side by Forest Haven. Gonna clear out Cliff Plat. And since you have Grappling Hook, you can clip into Bird's Peak Rock and do Thorned. So.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. And I mean, that Silver Rupee did at least come in handy for buying some Triforce or cheese, obviously, so I guess it wasn't completely useless.
Yeah, getting rupees early like that is very, very nice. So you can just route in all the rupee requirement checks.
Speaking of rupees, now we can hold more. Very cool.
Absolutely, Magnusly getting a richer by the second. Clean first try storage from Tweety, while Magnusly picking up the Triforce Shard from Beetle. Middle enjoyer. Gets it very nicely though. And it looked like it was Tingle Statue.
Oh, and the bait bag?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that carries food, so I'll take it.
You can go with your cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
That is an
Magnusly...
interesting place for the bait bag to be.
Yeah. Magnusly is going to win the seed outright just because they saved Grandma first. That is just how it works.
True. Yeah, that is, I can confirm it, definitely true.
Yep, Season 7 is just who can save Grandma first.
Yes.
Ooh, hookshot
wow.
underneath Grandma's house. You know, Tweety going for the clip here. Looked like a little early on the release there, but... Gets it second try though, nice. Alright, Magnusly getting 2 mail here from Wallet Mail and Grandma.
Oh, thank you, Grandma.
More rupees, your favorite kind.
Exactly, she knows what I like.
I mean, she's your grandma, of course she would. And Ghost Ship Chart.
Ghost
Also
Ship Chart.
convenient. Also convenient because you're going to Diamond Step. So...
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Wow.
Although I don't know if Magnusly has passed to the second night yet. Might have to do a few songs of passing.
Now, this is Dawn that Tweety's that, isn't it? I get them all mixed up for some reason.
Actually, wait. I lied. Ghost Ship was hinted Iron Boots, I believe. So, which means we don't need it. So, Magnusly will not be picking it up.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Iron Boots, the least useful item. Cabana D from Thorned.
Well, we'll see eventually, possibly, if that's useful.
Yeah. We won't know. Because Delivery Bag is in Logic. Well, not in Logic, but it's in Maze Chest, which is very far along the seed, so theoretically, Cabana could have a bow. Looks like Magnusly's just going through Diamond Step. I'm gonna hopefully get something. Tweety's following suit, going to Outset.
Okay, so that chest isn't spiky.
Yep, but the other one I believe is. Yeah, the other one is.
It's a neat trick to just jump over and get it.
Yep.
Okay,
Stafford's Crypt.
I mean...
Stafford's Crypt is dead. And another Jingle statue.
Okay, we're doing more storage here, so is this going to be another Super Swim?
I think it might be towards Islet. Yeah, it looks like Magnusly is gonna go do it, so... If you are photosensitive, we are doing another Super Swim, so... Although at night it is a little bit more manageable, but... Just... We'll let you know when it's finished. Tweety just gonna go ahead and save Grandma as well. Nice speed from Magnusly.
Yeah, we love Grandma
barely misses
soup.
it. Oh, so close. Oh, barely
God,
missing it.
No.
So close, but not quite. Yeah, it looks like Magnusly is just gonna opt to sail from Diamond Step. I think it's faster, honestly, to sail from Greatfish, like warp to Greatfish and sail from there, since it's so close. But this is fine too. It looks like Magnusly is just gonna sail.
Yeah, actually, I thought he was going to respawn near Islet as well. I completely forgot about how the respawning works.
Yeah, I think it's just based on where you where your last dry land was, and since you didn't touch ground.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, going for the jump. Simple. With the swift sail, just jump behind the guarding boat.
Yeah, I really should learn how to do that jump. It's so cool.
It's one of the cooler tricks that we have. Like Tweety again following in Magnusly's footsteps, going to Diamond Step. And more cheese.
Okay, more cheese. Very cool.
I didn't know you could void out on that side. That's good to know. Yeah, it likely does kill the cheese path, but it could be Leaf. So, I'm just saying. But it is likely the Furor's Bro.
Okay, nice. Tweety will be getting her Tingle statue, which is very cool, of course. Tingle self-promoting like always.
Yup, absolutely. Yeah, the Earth Temple path to itself is very interesting. Because we do have Skullhammer and we have Mirror Shield. So at this point, it can pretty much only be a bow, I believe. Or a boomerang, I guess.
True.
Actually, it could be boomerang, I think.
Yeah, I did almost say it could be bracelets, but you need that usually to get in, don't you? So
yeah,
that'd be a bit weird.
Oh yeah, we have Hookshot and Boomerang do the same thing, so Looks like Tweety is going for Ghost Ship. Probably forgot that we haven't hinted.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah. I mean, when you're thinking like in the middle of a seed, you don't really think about your hints that much. Clean kill on the wizard though.
Use boomerang to skip Morph Hover. Okay, yeah. Yeah, honestly, everyone would love the boomerang if that could happen.
Oh yeah, since Magnusly doesn't have the Skullhammer yet, because they haven't talked to Salvage Corps, opting to save at Bird Peak Rock to take this storage all the way to Thorned. And if it's nothing, then he'll just save or warp back to Bird Peak Rock.
That's a really clever way of approaching it, actually. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, it's very handy if you have the grappling hook, but not Skullhammer. Looks like Tweety is headed off to Angular. It's pretty out of the way check, so I'm gonna go see what it is. We do have everything we need for it. Yeah, so mainly we're really looking for power bracelets at this point to try and open up this seed for us, because Earth Temple is blocking most of our checks at this point.
Yeah, indeed, especially with Tower of the Gods not being like
Exactly,
with good items. So,
although it does look like Angular is spiky, Tweety's gonna go for it.
no, there are no bracelets in this game. There are only onion rings.
Jade, you gotta stop eating our go mode items, please. We need to beat the seed. Alright, let's see what Angular gives us. Is it the power bracelets? Nope. It's another Tingle statue.
Sadly not, but for all we know, the power bracelets could be on the Tingle statues.
Hey, yeah. There was a Tingle statue on Windfall. It could be our path into like Leaf or something. So it's not impossible. And I think the only checks Tweety has left are on Popprint and Crescent, so that's where she is going.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of chaining these islands together. It's so cool.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Magnusly is gonna go to Angular here. Just finished up the right side. Yep, and is heading over to Angular. A whole lot of nothing on Crescent here, so Popprint has what we need.
Ideally, the power bracelets or the bombs would be in paw print now.
That would be convenient. That would be very convenient, but if you have Leaf, if you get Leaf here, there's also ways you can get both chests with Leaf, although it's a lot slower. And it's also a lot harder to know, right? So we'll see if
yeah.
we'll see if it's
been
even
a while since I've seen
applicable here.
So good.
Ooh, Magnusly doing the new strats here on Angular. Using the out of bounds block to get
Amazing
up.
how many strats people have come up with for this island.
Oh yeah, I think Clarion actually came up with that one. So, shoutouts.
Yeah, we love Claire.
Very useful. And there are the power bracelets in Pauperant, so that does.
Yeah.
There, you're talking about convenience.
Tasty
There
onion
it is.
rings.
Thank you, Jade, for giving us those back. Appreciate it. And there's a bow.
There's the bow.
Which leads me to believe that there's another bow in Earth Temple, and that's our path, because Fire and Ice arrows are required.
That's what seems like it will be the case.
Yeah.
Nice
sword. Oh, and there's a sword. That's also convenient for heading into Earth Temple, which I believe that's like all Tweety has left at this point.
Thank you, Pauperant. Yeah, I'll get you some more onion rings later, Jade. Don't worry.
Oh, I lied. We have Eastern Fairy because we just got power bracelets. So that's where Tweet's headed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's also convenient. So we'll see this check and then likely head into Earth Temple. Or Cyclos. I forgot about Cyclos too.
Oh, it's fine. The leaf will definitely be here.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh, not quite.
Oh, well, it's a tasty yellow rupee, so I'll take it.
True. And there's the Skullhammer from Magnusly on Salvage Square. Finally grabbing that. Yeah, it looks like Tweety is heading over to Cyclos. At this point, just hoping for a leaf Fire and Ice arrows, so.
Yeah, it's not very fun doing Earth Temple without the leaf.
Or bombs, actually. Bombs are also very nice to have for doing Earth Temple. Not necessary,
Oh, true.
But very nice to have. Alright, Cyclos. What do you got for us? A whole lot of junk.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks, Cyclos.
Magnusly just going into finish up loaded Pauperant, grabbing the bow, power resistant sword. Probably will head to Eastern and likely Cyclos as well.
Definitely seems like the most logical route overall, so...
Oh, interesting. Tweety is heading over to Bomb Island here instead of heading into Earth Temple. Probably really wants that leaf before doing Earth Temple. I completely get it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if the leaf is here, she could walk to Outset, then do Outset Great Fairy, which could have bombs or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. And honestly, we have everything to do Cabana early, and we know Cabana Adidas and Logic and Delivery Bag you can get eventually, so it might be worth to do it. at this point, but we'll see what Tweety decides to do. And survey says nothing in Bomb Island.
Unfortunate.
Now the question is, what will Tweety do after this?
Yeah, I'm
Earth
very
Temple
curious.
Yeah, Earth Temple is mostly open at this point, given that we have a path hint. And it looks like Tweety is not going to do Cabana early. Just going to opt to do Earth Temple. Yeah, Earth Temple is the only place in logic at this point. And yeah, Tweety's gonna head over there. Yeah, Cabana early is definitely a gamble, but since we know that Cabana Deed and Delivery Bag will be in logic eventually, we could gamble for it to be Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I certainly like to imagine that doing Cabana early could actually be the difference in this seed, but
Yeah.
it's certainly very risky.
And as we know in Miniblins, Cabana always has something good, so honestly, I probably would have done it, but we'll see if that would have paid off or not. Here we go, everybody's favorite dungeon time, Earth Temple.
Yay.
I actually do quite enjoy Earth Temple. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, I definitely like the general idea of it. I've always liked the reflecting light puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping that the ET in this seed stands for eating treasure.
Well, we don't want to eat the treasure, we want to keep the treasure. It looks like Magnusly is actually going to do the same Bomb Island check before Earth Temple. Also probably doesn't want to enter Earth Temple without bombs or leaf.
Yeah, totally fair.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, ET without leaf is just pain.
It's okay, because Earth Temple is always loaded, right guys? Right?
Of course,
And
yeah.
it's not.
I'm definitely not just here worrying that the leaf will be in the basement.
What? When would it ever be in the basement?
True, I'm crazy for thinking that.
Yeah. We do have a spiky here, so hopefully it's convenient and it's like Fire and Ice or it's our leaf, and it's just very there it is, Fire and Ice.
Oh. Okay,
This
so
lets us
that
do
must be
all our
the
curtain
path.
checks. I'd assume so. Yeah, because that does open up everything in this dungeon now.
I couldn't actually tell what that was, but I guess it wasn't useful, so...
I believe it was a small key, if my eyes are correct.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, but I don't think Tweety is gonna need that. Although it could be useful for Staffo's mini boss, so we'll see where she ends up getting a key.
Most keys in this dungeon are suggestions.
Yeah, we only really need one key. And there's the small key. And looks like Magnusly heading into Earth Temple 2 also ran out of checks in the overworld, just gonna have to tough it out with no leaf, no bombs.
Yeah, it obviously also just depends on how many chests are left to store. That is a good point.
Yeah, there is another spiky chest here, so we'll see what Tweety wants to do with this. I presume that she'd store this and take it down to the normal chest storage route, which it looks like that's what she's doing. Ooh, we're doing the walk of the statue strat with Medley. Gonna take this. Oh, are we doing left side first? Oh, we are.
Ah, I see.
Good play, because if you get leaf or bombs in here, you can do the basement pretty easily.
Wow, that's actually clever.
Yeah, very nice.
Ooh.
Magnusly not having fun with the moblin.
Thanks, Moblin. Now
Yeah.
die.
Politely deceased. Tweety just waiting out the Poe timer here. Magnusly about to get Fire and Ice. So all in all, runners fairly close together. I think Tweety has a couple minutes on Magnusly, but definitely something that can be easily made up here in Earth Temple.
It's overall definitely very close, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I see. Tweety's storage is making it hard to get ledges.
Yeah, I think Tweety's just gonna try and get rid of it over here. Oh. Yep. Oh, I'm actually picking up this swamp key, actually, so. And since you don't have leaf, you can't really check this without going down here, so.
Interesting place for the boss key, so
Yeah.
I mean, pretty useful at least.
At least you know you don't need storage to go get into the boss door.
Yeah.
Which is always nice. Tweety, just having a little hug. Nothing wrong with that.
These redeads look like they're made of sand with these colours.
We got albino redeads over here. I wonder what Magnusly is gonna do with this this chest here.
Okay, so that one's dead. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like Magnusly is also storing this chest here. Interesting, Tweety is getting this check first. I guess that makes sense, you want to be able to save quite out of stuff with mini boss. Now the question is, where does Magnusly take this storage? Looks like Magnusly is also doing left side. Again, you really don't want to do her temple without leaf, so that makes sense.
Well, we have got a spiky chest here, so hopefully this is leaf.
That's another sword, which
And
we
a
which we do
sword.
need. Tweety still hasn't checked the first chest she stored, so. Oh, Tweety forgetting to move a block. Wait. Oh, she's just gonna say. I guess just abandoning stuff was mini boss.
Yeah.
No, we still
I
have
mean,
3
I'm
shards.
hoping that he didn't forget that the hint said that Stalfos Crypt was dead.
I hope not. That would be really bad. Oh, finally checking. It was a Tingle statue. That's the 5th one. So both the runners will have 5 Tingle statues. I think now Tweety's heading down to the
Ankle to have
basement.
the leaf.
Ankle having the leaf would be the worst. It'd be really funny if Note to Mom was on Ankle and Beto's Mother Mail was actually something. Since delivery bag is on May's chest. Let's just think about how we can make this seed the worst possible seed. Alright, Magnusly checking mini boss. Now keep in mind, we have no way. Oh, we do have hookshot, never mind. So we will be able to skip this if it's something. And it is spiky. So Tweety, hoping it's not anything useful. Oh, it's a shard!
Oh god. Oh no.
That's really bad for Tweety, because that is a long check to get back to. So Tweety ends up abandoning that for the rest of the seed. Magnusly will have a lead.
Okay, so that's that big key got now, which, yeah, it's cool.
Yep. Jade, that is a baseless assumption. Medley would never. Medley would never steal Tweety's keys. Nice boomerang. You're getting
I don't know if she's necessarily completely innocent. Like, surely her name could actually mean that she's always meddling in things she shouldn't be.
Dang, you make a great point, actually. I can't deny that.
Ooh, another dead chest.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Tweety's not gonna store it. We don't have bombs, of course, so storing is a lot harder. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go to this side, move the, with the mirror, probably.
Oh god, open chest storage, no thanks.
That is actually what I do when I don't have bombs. It's very, very slow, and I never usually get it, but...
I mean, honestly, fair play.
But
I'm just particularly scared of it because I can't even do bomb drop storage. So...
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, it looks like Magnusly getting storage on this chest, which is a sword. Probably gonna try and take this back and go down to basement with it. Yeah, the storage here does let you skip this puzzle, but honestly, I don't know if it's even that much faster. It's tough to say. Alright. Playing the song here from Magnusly. About to play the song for Tweety here on this second statue, or songstone.
Those bubbles with red smoke look particularly terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, there's our lighter.
Lighter.
So that does mean that Cabana...
Okay, so there were two bows.
Yeah. Delivery bag is now useless. So at this point, we're just missing a couple shards and a sword, and that is it. Bombs and leaf would be nice, but oh, you're right. I forgot Tachi was even a thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Good point. Yeah, I was literally just trying to figure out why bombs were hard required, and then I remembered Godin exists, and yeah, that is pretty required.
Oh, Tweety realizing she has no way to break that boulder on top without bombs. Although you do have big keys, so it might be worth to do basement before Earth Temple or the final boss. Just so that you can warp out of here and you don't have to come back.
Now it'd be funny if the bombs are on Jalhalla, just to remind
that
them.
would
Yeah,
be
you could have opened the port.
Hers.
Is there such thing as skull dropping? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so you know how you use a bomb to get pushed off of a chest?
Yeah.
You do that except with a skull, and it's a lot harder, and it's a lot worse.
God.
So...
I mean, honestly, respect to anyone who can do that, but that sounds like pain.
No, it is. I've tried and I've failed many times. So...
God.
Alright, so we're gonna finish up Jalhalla here. And then interested to see where she goes after this, because she does have Earth Temple Basement to do, Stalfos mini boss to do, and a couple overworld checks that are now opened up. So
yeah, I'm especially curious if she is gonna go back and check the mini boss.
Well, we'll see after this, depending on if she warps out or saves out. Oh yeah, there's bombs! You're so right!
Oh my...
You called it bombs are on Jalhalla.
Brilliant. Like, not only is that horrible because she couldn't open the pot, but also bombs are really helpful usually for Jalhalla as well if you want to blow them up. So just, yeah, thanks Jalhalla.
Yeah, taking out the frustration on the skull there before leaving. It looks like Tweety is just gonna walk out of here. Probably gonna do more overwork before coming back into Earth Temple.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And I'm curious to see if Magnusly will do basement before Jalhalla, because we know that we have the big key, so we can get into Jalhalla without storage. Oh, Tweety thinking about it. Tweety thinking about if she needs to go back in or not. And opting not to. Looks like Magnusly is also just gonna do Jalhalla first. So both players skipping basement. Although Earth Temple, going back down through Earth Temple after you've done it first time isn't as bad as you'd think, because we don't you don't have to do all the medley stuff with like the Song Stone and break all the elephants, so there's a shard.
No, okay. I was almost hoping that would be the leaf as well, just because that would have meant you had to kill Jalhalla to get the bombs and then get the leaf. But unfortunately not.
I can't. Just how evil are you? Like, you already put bombs on Jalhalla.
I can be evil at the most unexpected times.
And now we had 2 different flavors of rupees coming from Angle. Alright,
yeah, sadly no useful ankle today.
Yep. Looks like Tweety's heading to Needle Rock and Islet. Gonna get the shard from Islet, so probably won't save Scum. Let's say probably won't. Likely won't. Tweety also opting to jump in. Doesn't get the first time, gets it the second time though. Lights were in Earth Temple 3rd Crypt, so the one right before the boss door. Which is very cursed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Magnusly just finishing up Jalhalla though, grabbing the bombs. So again, I'm curious to see where Magnusly goes after this, because like Tweety, we have we have all of basement to do, and we have more overworld to do. So
I would really like him to check basement personally, but I could totally understand not doing that. So
yeah, I think I would definitely go check basement here. I just hate leaving checks in the Earth Temple unattended. Magnusly's thinking hard about
exactly.
it. Yep. Opting to go likely check basement here. Does mean he has to walk back, but Tweety also will have to do that eventually if it's something, so. Magnusly is probably thinking about, oh, this is such a time waster, I'm just walking back all the way down through Earth Temple, while Tweety's probably thinking the same thing and both have to do it, so. Alright, Tweety giving us Needle Rock for the first time. We're looking for more shards, and we're looking for a sword.
Yeah, definitely one of the most frustrating things is simply the fact they couldn't open the warp pot. That would have made basement probably more easy to check.
And the funny thing, that's like the only pot that has a rock up on top of it. Like, that's the only one, I think, in all the dungeons.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I think there's one in Dragon Roost that literally just has a bonflower next to it, so that one's not a big deal.
Well, there's no Tamam, which is not
Yeah, Yal mentioned it actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tweety really trying hard to not have to go back into Earth Temple. But at this point, I think you have to go back. I feel like Leaf and at least one Leaf or a Leaf or a Wooden Shard would be in basement. Oh, and the worst part about this Earth Temple rerun is that you have to bring Medley down because you can't void out in basement.
Oh
So
god.
you have to bring Medley all the way down. Although I guess you could break the pot and then go back in it, and you would get Medley back down at the basement. But there's our last sword. Got a spiky in basement, double spiky in
very
basement,
much required. Oh god, let's go.
double spiky in basement. That is so.
So this
cursed.
is definitely the Leaf. Definitely.
At this point, I think it has to. I mean, the only other location is Ice Ring that can possibly be Leaf. And Tweety's gonna go check that now. Magnusly doing half from strats here because we don't have the Leaf, so we can't clip into Big Key.
I love a strat. So nice.
Yeah. It always feels bad when you have to do this strat, but it's much better than having to do the entire room, so I'll definitely take it.
There is also an annoying strat you can do to that doesn't involve pulling any statues at all. And I mean, I have done it before because I have speedrun Wind Waker HD glitchless, but I've not managed to get it in SD before, so I've never implemented it.
Oh yeah, is it the one with like the bow that you?
Yeah, that one. It's so hard to get Medley positioned.
Yeah, especially in SD when it like it's all the movement's all weird.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's our Leaf.
That's where Leaf is.
Our Leaf and Ice Ring.
Oh god.
That speeds up the return to Earth Temple a lot.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you had to go to Earth Temple to get one of the bows at least, to then leave and get Leaf from Ice Ring. Oh, Jesus.
At least 2 of these checks here in Earth Temple basement have to be shards. The last one doesn't have to be because Outer Great Fairy exists.
So there's the shard.
This one will likely also be a shard. It's just about Big Key. If Big Key chest is nothing, and Tweety can skip it, then it might be a lot easier for Tweety.
Another shard. This place is full of cheese.
Oh, and if this is Magnusly's shard, Magnusly doesn't need to go get Leaf. Oh, but it's not. So I think that means Outside Great Fairy has to have the last shard.
Oh.
I think this is literally the last location it could be. So depending on where Magnusly goes, which I have to think that Magnusly would go to Southern and Ice Ring first before going to Needle Rock. We have a game on our hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tingle Island.
Checking ankle first does make the most sense. The quickest check, and it's not. There's no way you can speed it up, so. And you get mail, so win-win-win. Wait.
Oh yeah, one of the shards was here, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. So
Oh!
here.
I forgot
That's
Tweety
it.
never got the Stalfos mini-boss shard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm
okay.
especially curious about. If she, because I'm still partly wondering if she actually got confused over the Stalfos crypt being dead, but I also just
That's
feel
very
like she probably
true.
wanted to skip it.
That's honestly a very real possibility. I do that way too often.
Like, I mean, I've enough times. I remember I had to DNF a race before because I misread a hint saying that there was a shard on Outset Great Fairy, and and I read it as there being a chart, so I marked it off immediately. Yeah, very fun mistake.
Yeah.
So
Magnusly is looking for our last sword, which I believe is in Southern, if I recall correctly. So if Magnusly wants to go to Ice Ring to get Leaf, then it's there, but honestly, I feel like Magnusly would just go straight to Tower of the Gods, because you don't need Leaf at all to beat Tower of the Gods if you're familiar with all your strats to get around it. Alright, so we're back in Earth Temple for Tweety. Although, important thing to note, we do need to be able to get Medley at basement, I believe.
So she's getting this key. I wonder where she's planning to go then. Is she planning to go to basement?
I think she's going forwards in left side to go get the Stalfos mini boss.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Tweety not very happy about having to go forwards in the left side, but at least we know that it's necessary to beat the seed. You do need to go get this check, so. When Magnusly is going Ice Ring, we'll get the Leaf here. So at this point, I think it's a pretty clear lead for Magnusly.
Yeah, luckily getting that Stalfos mini boss has actually helped.
Yeah. Yeah, because Tweety after this still needs to go down to basement and get both the checks there, so it's gonna be a hard road for Tweety, but not out of the woods yet. Magnusly still has an entire Tower of the Gods to get through. And we all know Tower of the Gods can be everyone's favorite dungeon at times, so. There's Leaf from Magnusly. At this point, just needs to go beat Godon to beat the game. Tweety getting the shard that she missed earlier. And now we'll see what she does. Yep, just saving, quitting. Magnusly entering Tower of the Gods now. Does have Leaf. Did get Leaf, so probably won't need the big key, just needs one small key. Tweety not taking Medley down here. Unless she voids out in that room, I think it's going to be hard for her to get Medley back up. Or back down with her.
Yeah, unless she is just planning to use the pot to bring Medley to her.
Yeah, but she didn't break the pot in the first room, so she can't go backwards.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Interesting getting this chest here. Probably gonna store it. Not quite sure for what, but... Oh yeah, realizing that she doesn't actually need it. Although when you're in Earth Temple, you kind of just assume that you need storage for everything. Especially with all these doors unlocked, you don't really need it.
And Mag's found his key that he needs.
Yep, Magnusly did find the key, so I believe is in go mode at this point, just needs to get up to tower to go down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Magnusly knows the boss key skip, but maybe?
Given that he didn't check the other two, probably. Like, he didn't check vulnerable walls. I would assume that he knows.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah. I think Tweety's realizing now that Medley needs to also be down here.
Yeah, Earth Temple is definitely not on Tweety's side today.
Absolutely not. I mean, if you don't know, if you only know like the regular route, it's really hard to kind of just YOLO a strat down here in Earth Temple. Like walking back down Earth Temple to go to your basement, who knows what you need for that, right? Like it never happens.
Yeah.
Taking out anger on Medley. No, Medley's innocent.
Based.
What have you done? No, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Medley did nothing wrong.
I mean, you would think the person called Tweety wouldn't be rude to birds, but honestly, fair.
Yeah. You think, right? I can't believe this. I will not stand for this Medley slander.
That's so funny.
Honestly, doing Jack's clip right here, about to get the first statue. Again, just needs to go mode this dungeon and then we'll be in the clear, so. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying, y'all. At least she's not the car. That's so real. Alright, Tweety finally making it to basement with Medley. You're gonna grab the 2 shards. And we'll probably leave and go to Tower of the Gods. Shard number 1 for Tweety. Just use this last shard to be in go mode.
Yeah, obviously calling Medley for good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, that is the last shard for Tweety. Unfortunately, is about 2 statues behind here in Tower of the Gods, but anything can happen here. It is Tower of the Gods, everyone's favorite dungeon.
I still remember when Tower of the Gods was my favourite dungeon casually, and it's just... it's just sunk at this point.
It's so slow, yeah. It's a cool dungeon when you run it casually, and when you're first starting, like, learning, like, dungeon routes and speedrunning and rando, it's a lot of fun to learn, because all the tricks are pretty easy, but it's just so tedious.
Yeah, I will still say that it has got some things that are good about it, but overall, just I prefer like Forbidden Woods strats.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, Tweety entering Tower of the Gods. Actually getting a fall there. Unfortunate, but should still be fine.
Yeah, that jump is really cool when you do get it, but unfortunately that wasn't the time it's supposed to happen, I guess.
Yep. That's the last statue for Magnusly. About to head up into the upper final floor. Oh, there's a red ruby.
Oh, nice.
We're
Yeah,
getting all the
strawberry
flavors today.
flavour.
Magnusly off into Bomb Boost over. Gets the first try, very nice. And
Yeah,
remembers to store the chests. There have been too many times where I've gotten up to here and just opened the chest without storing it.
Yeah, I completely forgot he didn't get the boss key, so yeah, that's lucky.
Yeah. Barely clipping back in bounds or Tweety. Can't just recover that. Alright. Time for the easiest boss key skip to fail, in my opinion. Got Tot G over here.
I still find it crazy that this boss key skip is really only useful in rando.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to grab the big key as a part of, like, to open up the door in the first place, so there's never really a reason to grab it to do this in vanilla.
It's just rather unfortunate because it's such a good trick.
We are in the Godon fight for Magnusly. I believe this is second phase for Magnusly right here. Or is this might be the last
I
phase?
think so.
Yeah, second phase. Alright, there we go. So honestly, barring any major mistakes from Magnusly, I think this is his race to lose at this point. But it's important to note that neither of these runners are out if they lose. This is winner's bracket, so they will have one more chance to get back into the winning circle.
Also, I did just realise we completely forgot about Happy 1 Hour, but it's okay.
No, it was definitely an unhappy 1 hour for Tweety. And this seed just was not a happy 1 hour. It was an unhappy 1 hour.
True.
And that is officially go mode for Magnusly. Just finished the final boss. Well, the final boss before the final boss, obviously.
I mean, one of the best things about Tower of the Gods is that if it's the last thing you do, you can just head straight into the portal to Hyrule.
Absolutely, yeah. Alright. There's the barrier break for Magnusly at about just 156. Or 116.56, excuse me, so. Very close to the end here.
Tasty soup, let's go.
Oh yeah, we love our soup.
Nice, just heading into Ganon's tower. So.
Yeah. You know, given that we had a barren dungeon, this is still a pretty long seed.
That's what I was thinking as well. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Shows just how rude Earth Temple has been.
Yeah. Like, with how skilled these runners are, they usually finish at around 110-ish, 115. So to see a basically one dungeon with a go mode dungeon as well, have a 118 Phantom Ganon is pretty nuts.
I don't think I've recovered from where the bombs were at this point, to be honest.
I don't think our runners have either, I'm gonna be honest.
Honestly, understandable.
Yeah, I think this seed will be emblazoned into their brains. And the best part is you straight up called that.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Alright, about to enter Puppet Cannon for Magnusly. Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, very hopefully.
Clean first shot. Good start.
Nice. Hmm. Okay, not bad at all. Very good.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah, the first shot is so nice when it's got.
Meanwhile, Tweety over here going for a Tower of the Gods boss key skip. Hopefully everything goes well. Nice crit shot on Magnusly, yeah. Very well done onto the third phase. Meanwhile, Tweety is entering Godon.
Oh, nice snipe. Let's go.
Struggling a little bit with these bombs, but gets there eventually. Oh, going for Trog Shot? Ooh, gets Trog Shot.
Yeah,
very nice.
Let's go!
Very well done by Magnusly.
Yeah, overall a very good Puppet Cannon fight there.
Yeah, especially phases 2 and 3. Very well played. Alright, Tweety about to finish up Godon here. About to hit go mode. But unfortunately, I don't think Magnusly is going to give Tweety any edges.
Yeah. Nice grapple skip as well.
Very well done, yeah. Alright, heading into the final boss fight. Hopefully Zelda's kind to us.
Ooh.
There we go, makes it to second phase.
Okay, good RNG so far. Nice.
Alright, final phase, just needs one more hit. Missing the light arrow, but that's fine.
Oh. Come on, Zelda.
There we go, just making it. And that is time. GG's to Magnusly.
GG's!
A 124.56, and it looks like Tweety's just going to end the run here. I think we'll try and get both into here for an interview, but we'll see if they want to join. But yeah, that seed was something else.
Yeah, that was... I'm definitely not going to say it was a
Hold on.
nice seed.
Who rolled this seed? I need to know. Oh, it was Ricky. Ricky of Kokiri himself.
Ugh.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome in, both of you. Great race. That. How about that Earth Temple, huh?
I say we burn the VODs. Let's never revisit this.
I agree.
Oh yeah. I mean, the hints were nice. How are the gods foolish? Only had one dungeon really to do. That was fun. That was cool. That was rad.
It felt like a trick.
Well, okay, so both of you ended up doing left side first. Importantly, Tweety, you didn't do mini boss on your first trip there.
You're so right.
Was that just because you forgot about it, or?
No, it's because the hint was for Stalfo's Crypt Room.
Oh, and
I
you thought it was
thinking
Stalfo's
mini boss. I was like, great.
Yeah.
Let's leave.
I
I thought that might be what happened. Oh dear. And yeah, very sorry about that bomb location.
Oh yeah, those bombs were cursed. Bombs on Jalhalla too.
Yeah.
And then both of you opted to do Jalhalla before going down into basement.
I
Tweety,
forgot the vine.
You left. Yeah, you left to go do more overworld while Magnusly just walked back down. Yeah, it kind of sucked. There was really no easy way to do that.
Yeah,
to
that
route
wasn't
that in.
intentional. Once I realized I forgot basement, because you can actually get there and then climb up, which I totally forgot about. And I was like, looking at my tracker, I was like, I think I only need 4 shards and I think 1 sword. And I was like, okay, well, there's that many overworld checks. It's possible, guys. And it didn't work out.
And then there were 2 shards in the basement.
Yeah.
That entire
luckily-
Earth Temple was just awful.
Yeah,
Felt
luckily
awful.
Tweety opted to go get most of the overworld checks, so Tweety had Leaf on the return to Earth Temple to go do basement, but also Tweety forgot Medley on the first way down.
Oh, I sure did. Yeah, I sure did.
No.
So, I guess you could have opened the warp pot and then just taken the
I
warp
thought
pot
about
back.
it, but I didn't have another pot open.
Yeah, but you could have opened the pot, save, quit, and then just take the first pot down to basement, like
Oh,
normally.
you're right.
But it's hard to think of that in the moment, especially when your ET route is already so weird. Because
Did
you
you-
never have to do that.
Where was Leaf?
Ice ring.
Ice ring.
Oh, right.
With both of the fire and ice possible bows being in Earth Temple.
Yup.
So that was fun.
Yeah, for a
Payments
second
different.
I was hoping it would be evil enough that the leaf would end up being on the bomb mail, which luckily for you both that wasn't the case. Well, I think
Yeah.
that would have been funny.
Another interesting thing that I thought both of you did was you guys had Earth Temple fully open, assuming that you guys knew that the path hint was fire and ice. But both opted to do Bomb Island anyway before heading into Earth Temple. Was that just because you guys were looking for bombs or leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured.
Please give me the leaf before I have to enter this dungeon.
And honestly, I was really hoping one of you did early Cabana, because we knew delivery bag was in Maze Chest and we had Cabana deed.
I
So-
thought about it when I had left Earth Temple, but it would have had nothing because I found my sword, and it couldn't have been the shards.
Yeah,
Not true.
the only
mean, it
thing
could have
that
been
could have
both.
been in there was lights, pretty much.
It could have been lights.
I think I
But
But
had
we already
lights
had
at
lights at
time.
that point.
Yeah.
No, you guys both did it before you entered Earth Temple.
No.
Both did Bomb Island, so
Oh,
I guess you guys
like that.
could have gone into Cabana.
Oh, I see.
but-
Yeah, I wasn't going to gamble Cabana for.
No, that's completely
there
fair.
just
That's
being
completely
lights
fair.
there.
But yeah, that's basically all I have to say, unless you guys have anything else.
I did Ghost Ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then when the chest spawned, I was like, wait a second, this is already tracked on my tracker.
Yep.
Well, because you got Ghost Ship on the outside, and you're like, oh, this is so cool. I
I
can
was
just
like,
go
oh,
to
perfect.
Dynastem.
The stars are aligning for me.
Almost as well as they're aligning for this transition.
Whoa.
We are going
Oh.
to be wrapping up. It was a fantastic match, and congratulations. I can't wait to see more in terms of what we have coming in from ZSR. I believe there's a link to the past rando later tonight, likely going to be on main. And then we have a slew of things of all types of randos coming over this weekend and Friday. So just stay tuned. I want to say, by want, I mean we are going to raid Cine, who is currently practicing some Skyward Sword Randomizer. And that's where we're gonna leave it. That's all I got, guys. And girls. And people.
Fellas.
GG's, everyone.
Yeah, GG's. You too. Thanks to
Yeah,
Josh for
GG.
commentating with me.
Likewise, Lyric. It's been very fun.
And shout outs to our trackers, Jade, Miniblins, and Cube David.
Oh yeah, Lyric doing a better job than I am.
I got you.
Thank you for the volunteers. Been an interesting afternoon over here for this restreamer. So, with that, I'm going to transition us to the last screen, and we will see you all on the raid. Goodbye.
Toodles.